Once upon a time, there was a world that knew no darkness. Not because the sun never set, but because humanity carried its own light. It was a time before history was written in ink and blood, a time when existence itself was a song we all knew the lyrics to. It is said that truth is not something you find, but something you remember. Today, we live in an era we call enlightened, yet in reality, we wander like the blind through the extinguished ruins of a technological golden age we no longer have the language to describe. We have replaced living frequencies with hollow prayers. We have replaced sacred geometry with rigid dogmas. But before the darkness fell, before envy was sharpened into blades, there existed a reality where humanity didn't just observe nature from a distance. They played along in the great symphony of the universe. Back then, cities were not built of stone and concrete to defy the elements. They were cast in quartz and crystal to invite them in. Every building was a tuning fork, every road was a wave guide. The ancient masters understood that the universe does not consist of solid objects, but of movement. They knew that everything we see, from the smallest grain of dust to the largest stars, is merely vibration in an infinite sea of potential. They called this sea the empty set. To the uninitiated, it looked like nothingness, an empty space, a mathematical 0 point. But they knew better. They knew that the empty set was a logical container so densely packed with energy that it appeared as total silence. It was not a void, it was the source itself, and they had learned to reach into this silence and draw out streams of light by using angles. When they built their monuments, it was not to honor distant gods. By breaking the symmetry of the empty field, they created a flux, a flow. They made nothing become something. They conjured heat without fire, light without wicks, and abundance without toil. In this golden age, humanity was not a slave to gravity. They understood that weight is merely a dissonance, a resistance in the field. By synchronizing their own internal frequencies with the Earth's electromagnetic grid, they could move mountains and lift boulders as easily as a passing thought. They did not see the world as a series of resources to be extracted, but as a resonance to be maintained. But harmony is a fragile state. It requires balance. It requires the understanding that one is a part of the whole. The schism did not begin with a bang, but with a whisper. A small group, those we today call the unwise, began to view technology with fear and desire. They saw the initiates reach out their hands and manifest matter out of thin air. And in their hearts a toxic feeling grew, inadequacy. Instead of learning to play along with the symphony, they wished to own the instruments. They believed that if they could only conquer the golden besamans and the white pyramids, they would become masters of creation. They did not understand that totality did not reside in the object, but in the resonance between the object and the operator. They did not understand that if you kill the musician, the music dies too. And they unwise stormed the valley. They met no resistance. The highly evolved did not defend themselves with swords, for they knew that violence was a low-frequency noise that would instantly sever their connection to the field. They met their end with a peaceful acceptance, which we today interpret as weakness, but which was, in reality, the ultimate understanding of the universal code. After the darkness had fallen, and the last masters were gone, the most tragic transformation in human history occurred. The victorious warriors remained in the silent cities. They pressed the crystalline control panels, but nothing happened. They wore the geometric keys around their necks like jewelry, but the machines remained cold. The current from the empty set was severed. The flux had dried up. In their desperation to maintain power and hide their own ignorance, they created a new history. They took the 94 elements, the physical weights that the universal flux leaves behind. pillar of fire, and then they called it matter. They taught their children that the world consisted of solid, dead things that one had to fight to possess. The technological understanding of geometry and frequency was hidden away in basements and renamed mysticism. The science of angles became the rituals of religion. They taught the masses to kneel before the white pyramids as if they were dwellings for an unpredictable god, instead of teaching them that the pyramids were generators waiting to be turned on. Welcome back to the future. Welcome home.